There's no one else here. It's a perfect blue sky day. It's all Class G around me in Duxford, so I'm not going into any controlled airspace when I depart here, but I just physically cannot, or legally cannot, I can physically, legally cannot move the aircraft until the tower opens at 10 o'clock. So now I just wait.
Fuel quantity confirmed. Fuel select to fullest tank, we'll go on to the left.
I just want to make it clear as well, absolutely not complaining in this video, not saying that, oh, British Airfield's this, British Airspace that. The only way that you get used to things being different is through experience, and that's why I'm here flying for these couple of days, is to do exactly that. Just learn more about it, educate myself, so it becomes more familiar. If there's one little suggestion I could make though to the UK, when an airfield goes uncontrolled, just let it go fully uncontrolled. As pilots, we're pretty good at talking to each other like on a common traffic frequency. If you change that, I just think maybe people would be more inclined to fly. Sometimes less restrictions are a good thing, right?
Duxford Tower, good morning. November 774, Mike Whiskey on the General Aviation apron. Request information and taxi with ramps.
November 774, Mike Whiskey, that's information. Good morning. Runway news is 24, taxi holding point Alpha to report ready, QNH 1016. Just confirm your POB, please.
1 POB, 774, Mike Whiskey.
Roger, and confirm you're off to Elstree?
AFIRM Elstree, but we're going to extend upwind and go north first of all, VFR.
Roger. 74 Mike Whiskey, 24 left, take your discretion. Falmer active runway 25. Surface wind is 340 degrees, less than 5.
600.
November 774 Mike Whiskey, switching over to London 124.6. Thanks for your help today.
74 Mike Whiskey, 1246. Bye-bye. Coming back today?
Negative, that's it for me, so thanks again. Okay, aircraft's nicely leaned out.
Got from here, sir. Coasted out at Swanee.
London information, November 774 Mike Whiskey.
Okay, last station calling in London information, try again.
That was November 774 Mike Whiskey. We just departed Duxford VFR for Elstree, currently 1800 tracking northbound, looking for a basic or traffic service if available.
November 774 Mike Uniform, London information, good morning. Basic service only, I'm afraid. We don't have a radar yet. You can squawk 1177 Mo Charlie.
Copy basic service and 1177, November 774 Mike Whiskey.
Mike Whiskey, thank you, sir. London QNH 1016. Let's continue to remain outside controlled airspace. And just confirm your aircraft type, please.
1016, and we'll remain outside controlled airspace. We are a Cirrus SR22, and just for your purposes, we're not tracking direct to Elstree. We're going northbound VFR, and then we'll turn back in about half an hour.
Full Mike Uniform, Roger. And just keep a lookout, sir. Simpson are active parachuting today.
Copy that, thank you. 774 Mike Whiskey. Simpson. Okay, we're all set up. This is fun. This is good fun. Another disused airfield down there. I've seen a few of those in the UK. Are they? I mean, if you fly around here, let me know. Are there quite a few of those closing now? That seems like a decent runway. I tend to find with flying that it doesn't matter if I'm doing a 1 hour 20-minute flight like today, if I'm doing a 5-hour flight, the planning and the prep and the getting ready for the flight still takes the same amount of time. It's funny thinking I woke up, I think 4 hours before I departed, and you have all that planning and paperwork, and then the moment you get up here you just think, this is why. This is why I bothered to do that. Lovely up here, 1,800 feet, above ground level, nice and low, over the beautiful fields of England. It's worth going through all the learnings and a little bit of stress sometimes
85 London information
to be able to do this. There is a big rain shower up ahead, which is directly in my track at the moment where I wanted to go, so I'm just going to extend to the right a little bit. You can see actually there's a cool spout coming out the bottom of the cloud, so I do want to give that a fair bit of room actually. That's kind of it's what it's been like the last couple of days. The weather has been scattered showers, not too bad in the morning, getting worse in the afternoon. It is worse in the direction I'm going, but I'm only going this direction for a little bit further and then I'm going to turn back south again, and looking south it actually looks quite clear behind me, low level anyway. As long as I can get round, this guy here, then, well, I'm not going to say it. Job number one, get round that guy there, and then we'll work it out from there. I wanted to go in that direction over there. It's Leicester. I wanted to kind of head over there and see what it's like from the air, but it doesn't look like that's possible. So I'm going to keep trucking southbound now and start preparing myself for the Luton transit, because I wanted to fly. I could go around Luton, but I thought no, I want to fly over Luton. They've got some really good information on the website about how to do it. It doesn't sound too difficult. I think it's just being confident on the radio, knowing your waypoints and following the instructions. So let's see. Saying all that, of course, obviously, you know, things can change, so you've got to prepare for that. But yeah, I thought I'd try it. It might be one of the last things that I do here flying in the UK before landing this aircraft at Elstree and ending my 3-day flying around the southeast of England. So I thought, why not? Let's go across one of London's big airports and at least experience one of them. That's the town of Kettering off our left wing at the moment. I've just, because I'm a little bit lower down because of the clouds, I've decided to go around the town. My track kind of took me directly over the top, but I've come around the other side of the motorway instead of flying over the built-up area there. November 774 Mike Whiskey, we'd like to switch over now to Luton 129.550.
4 Mike Whiskey, Sandy South Squawk of 7,000, bye-bye.
Luton radar, November 774 Mike Whiskey.
November 774 Mike Whiskey, Luton radar, good morning, squawk 4673 and pass your message.
4673 and November 774 Mike Whiskey, we're Cirrus SR22 from Duxford to Elstree, 1,800, we're around 7 miles northeast of Purton, looking for a zone transit, Purton, Offaly, overhead, Hyde, and then exiting at junction 8.
November 774 Mike Whiskey, roger. Continue on your own navigation. Initially remain outside of controlled airspace. I'll come back with a clearance for you very shortly.
Remain outside controlled airspace, Dan Wilco, November 774 Mike Whiskey.
November 4 Mike Whiskey, you are identifying it's a basic service at the moment. The QNH is 1016.
Basic service 1016, 74 Mike Whiskey.
November 4 Mike Whiskey, you clear to enter control airspace initially towards Offaly to hold, not above altitude 2,000 feet at VFR, expect to cross by the 25 threshold.
Clear to cross, not above 2,000, and we'll track to Offaly to hold, 774 Mike Whiskey.
November 4 Mike Whiskey, you probably see an inbound A320 as you get closer towards the airfield, but the tower will keep you advised. Report you have the field inside, please.
Copy that, but you still want us to hold it Offaly for now?
AFM is probably just going to be a technical hold while I transfer you.
Understood, thank you. 4 Mike Whiskey.
November 4 Mike Whiskey, just entering control airspace, radar control. Hold at Offaly, contact the tower now please on 132.555.
Hold at Offaly, entering controlled airspace and tower 132.555, November 4 Mike Whiskey.
Easy 96 November Zulu, contact Luton Tower 132.555.
I love controlled airspace. Luton Tower! Luton Tower, November 774 Mike Whiskey, maintaining 1,800, holding, about to hold at Offaly.
Number 774 Mike Whiskey, Luton Tower, roger. You'll be transiting behind my traffic on final approach. Make one orbit and report visual with an A320 currently at 6 miles.
Okay, we'll make one orbit and then we'll report visual with the traffic for Mike Whiskey. Oh, there's the traffic. There he is. And November 4 Mike Whiskey, I've got the landing A320 inside.
November 4 Mike Whiskey, roger. November 4 Mike Whiskey, clear to transit southbound via the runway 25 threshold.
Clear to transit southbound via the 25 threshold for Mike Whiskey.
November 4 Mike Whiskey, citation about to roll, routing towards the southwest, climbing through your level.
Copy the traffic for Mike Whiskey.
November 4 Mike Whiskey, contact Luton Director 128.750, goodbye.
128.750 for Mike Whiskey. Luton Director, November 4 Mike Whiskey, maintaining 1,800, tracking southbound.
November 4 Mike Whiskey, Luton, thank you again, and you're clear to leave on track southbound, or you can go direct for Elstree if you wish.
Thank you, yeah, we'll go direct to Elstree from present position, not above 2,000 for Mike Whiskey, thanks.
That's great, just be advised, November 774 Mike Whiskey, there's a pipeline helicopter running the opposite direction at the moment. He's presently in your, or just about your 12 o'clock range, 3 miles. He's about 800 feet below you.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for him as well. Thanks. 4 Mike Whiskey. And then 122.405 for Elstree is in. This is good. This is good, but this is happening fast. So he said I could go directly to Elstree, so I'm going to go directly to Elstree, which is in that
Mike Whiskey. That helicopter's now 1,000 feet below you, in your just right of your 12 o'clock range, a mile and a half.
And 4 Mike Whiskey, traffic inside as well, thanks.
Okay.
6 miles. 6 miles. Let's start slowing us down a little bit.
Altitude.
Elstree information, November 774 Mike Whiskey.
November 774 Mike Whiskey, LC information, runway 26 left hand. Report 4 miles at the golf course.
Report 4 miles at the golf course, 4 Mike Whiskey.
Altitude.
November 774 Mike Whiskey is overhead the golf course. Brilliant detect brakes, undercarriage, mixture
Golf
coverage.
Bravo Charlie with the
Fuel pumps on.
Altitude.
November 4 Mike Whiskey, runway 26, land your discretion into wind 300°6.
Hailing now on my way back into London. I think I got the aircraft back to the airport just in time. And just like that, unfortunately, my 3 days of flying around the UK, my big European flying adventure over the last 2 weeks has now come to an end. Only question is, where next?